to my channel and welcome to another episode of How to Be Your Own Stylist. If you are new here, hi, my name is Jo, and yeah, this is a series I do over here on my little corner of the internet. If you want to catch up on all the episodes, I will leave them in the description box for you. So in today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some fashion faux pas, fashion mistakes that you don't want to make. Okay, now this is according to me. Yes, they are not, the Bible of style, and it's based upon years of styling women in fitting rooms. My background is fashion retail. I was once the manager of Suzanne stores. I then moved into Review Australia and then moved into Maya, David Jones and Sportscraft. So I have spent a lot of time with women in the fitting rooms. In addition to that, I have also been a huge lover of fashion. My whole adult life. I love designer, I love high street, I love vintage, I love mixing it all together and creating a unique look. I don't necessarily follow trends. I am a content creator. I post my outfit on Instagram every day. And so with it both being my job and my passion, I have come to a place where I feel really comfortable in my personal style. I do think I have a good eye. And so, yes, I am here to impart my words of wisdom on the mistakes that you should not make when it comes to styling your look, your outfit. Let's get into it. Now, if you are scrolling through Instagram or flicking through a magazine, or you happen to, come across a very stylish woman on the streets, the idea is to be inspired by the imagery that you're taking in and not necessarily wanting to copy the look head to toe. Fashion is not a one size fits all. We all have different bodies, we all have different tastes, and we all project a different energy. So yes, be inspired by a look, by something you see in a magazine, but don't copy. This is why when I post an outfit on Instagram or I'm showing looks on a YouTube video, I'm always kind of giving tips and giving you guys similar options where you can kind of reimagine the look in your own personal way and not necessarily the exact same look. I myself am constantly looking to be inspired when it comes to fashion, and my go-to place to get that inspiration is either on the streets, whether it's in real life or I go on street style photography online. I just love street style, but also I love looking at my favorite designer / high street stores and seeing how their pieces are modeled online. So for example, I will go on the Anthropology website. I'll go to the jeans section, pick out a pair of jeans that I own in a similar cut and look at the way that they have styled those jeans on the model. And I think this comes from my retail background, from all the merchandising I've done in the past, from all the mannequin dressing and window dressing and styling women in fitting rooms. I much prefer to get my inspiration that way than from Instagram. I find Instagram just way too trendy and everyone looks the same, and I do not want to look the same as everybody else. I want to look like me, I want to have my own personal style, and I want to wear something that hopefully cannot be copied, but be reimagined because I've inspired somebody. So copying an exact look that you see on Instagram, and by that I mean buying the same jeans, the same top, the same shoes, and putting it all together on yourself, you may be disappointed to find that it's not going to look the same. And so yeah, I think this is one of the biggest mistakes that you can make when it comes to your own personal style, and that is don't copy somebody else. My friends, allow me to introduce you to the steamer. Now, A steamer is something I can't live without. It lives in the studio, and whatever I put on my body, if it's got a crease in it, I have to steam it out. I just have to, because if I don't, to me, it feels sloppy. I want to look polished, I want to look pulled together, and a way to keep on top of that is by owning a steamer. You don't have to pull out an ironing board and wait for the iron to warm up. Not only is it going to deter you from going that extra mile and, you know, getting the creases out of your clothing. Who wants to go through all that? It's just too much. Especially in the morning when we're already kind of, what do I wear? Oh my God, you know, I'm not a morning person. Okay? Until I've had my coffee, don't speak to me. So this, I cannot live without. And it takes less than a minute to bring your clothes to a more presentable state. So just don't walk out of the house thinking the creases will fall out, because they're not. And people will notice. I do. I notice on people all the time, and I think, oh, if you'd only taken the extra time to iron out that crease. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. And so yeah, invest in a steamer. They're not expensive. I got mine from Kmart. I think it was $50, and I use it nearly every day. Accessories can take your outfit to another level. I 100% agree. But when you overdo it, it looks too contrived. It really does. And by overdoing it, it could mean earrings and a necklace. Okay, that's too much. Go for one or the other, because it's all in the same vicinity, right? So just choose a statement earring or a beautiful sweet necklace, chain, pearls, whatever it is, but don't wear both. To me, it's too much. Do wear an earring with a beautiful watch, or, you know, a necklace with a gorgeous cuff. I totally am on board with that. But the earrings and the necklace, to me, it's just way too much. Unless your necklace is so fine that you can barely see it. Another way I see a lot of girls over accessorizing, and for me, it spoils the outfit, is belting every single outfit. A belt doesn't work with every single outfit, especially with jeans. I prefer jeans unbelted, because I happen to think that the waistband on a good pair of jeans is gorgeous. Why do you want to interrupt that with a belt? Jeans are already cinching you in. You don't really need a belt. So I would save the belts for voluminous, shapeless dresses, trouser pants. I love belting my Bermuda shorts. Sometimes a denim skirt, but again, I love it not belted as well. What is another way of over accessorizing that I see? Okay, yes, a lot of girls wear these caps, right? Caps are very on trend at the moment. I love wearing a cap. I love that tomboy vibe. I think it's awesome. But then a cap and earrings as well, it's too much. For me, I think it's too much. Use your own discretion, but if you look in the mirror before you go out and you feel like you're a little bit too done, just take away something. Some accessory, just take it away. It will just simplify the outfit and make it look more chic instead of more kind of contrived. The statement piece could be a necklace. It's chunky, it's got lots of rhinestones in different colors. It's amazing, right? Or it could be a blazer, an oversized blazer with strong shoulders, gold button details. It's just very striking. Or it could be a beautiful, voluminous, tiered skirt. Whatever it is, let that piece shine and make sure that everything else in the outfit is kind of more simplified. Because if you have a statement necklace with a statement blouse and a statement skirt, it's too much. It's just, again, overdone, and it looks contrived, okay? It looks like you're trying too hard. We want effortless, right? Even though effortless takes a lot of work, we want to look effortless. An effortless look is so much more chic than a look that's so overdone, it kind of looks like a costume. So yeah, in my humble opinion, keep it to one statement piece. Look, in some instances, I will say 2 statement pieces can work, but it does take thought and it has to look intentional. And I think more often than not, you will find that the 2 statement pieces are worn kind of on top of each other or right next to each other. You don't want to have a statement hat and then a statement skirt. I'd rather wear a statement necklace over, say, a t-shirt, but this t-shirt has a really big statement sleeve. Something like that. But yeah, I just don't overdo it with everything being statement is what I'm essentially saying here. For those of you who own a designer wardrobe, and by designer I mean Chanel, Gucci, YSL, Dior, Prada, Miu Miu, then kudos to you. I envy you. I do. Hopefully one day I too will have some beautiful designer pieces in my wardrobe. And when I do, one thing I will not be doing is wearing head to toe designer. It's too much. It doesn't say that you have style. It says that you have money. Mix it in with some high street, with some vintage. To me, that is so much more interesting. I always do a double take when I see a woman dressed in this way. I will notice the designer jacket, but I will also notice the plain white tee and maybe the Dedes trainers, and I think, wow, that is so cool. I love a mishmash of pieces from everywhere. I have always loved that. And I honestly feel that women who can afford a designer wardrobe put less thought into their outfits because they're of the mind that I'm wearing designer, I don't have to put any effort into it no matter what I wear. It's a Chanel jacket, a Gucci loafer, and a Dior bag. I really believe that someone's personal style really shines through when they are wearing a $5 thrifted top, a vintage pair of denim, a modern shoe, and a designer bag. I see this all the time, okay? You cannot wear broderie anglaise in the winter time. It just doesn't look right. Save it for the season, for the right season, for spring and summer. That way, when the seasons roll around, we can embrace it and get excited about wearing blazers and outerwear in the winter and, you know, sandals in the summer and not wearing them in the winter with socks. I mean, that is not a good look, my friends. It is not. My son wears his with socks and I say, oh my God, Gabe, you cannot wear that. It's not a good look, but he loves it. And it's trendy, so that's what everyone's doing. What's another thing? Oh yes, wearing linen in winter or wearing thongs with jeans and a knit. I see it all the time. I do apologize to my fellow coasties, but I see you. I see you wearing the thongs with the jeans and the knit. No. This is why when I go out every day, I almost always get asked,
where are you off to today? You look so nice. You look so dressed up. Where are you off to?
Nowhere. I'm just running errands. I mean, even before I was a content creator, this was me. I would always be overdressed. No matter where I was going or what I was doing, I wanted to be prepared for whatever the day brings, for whoever I happen to bump into, or whatever I decide to do on the spur of the moment. If I look my best, I feel my best, and so yes. I mean, there was a time a few years ago when white sneakers were the revelation. It was the shoe to wear with dresses, with shorts, with everything, right? And I still see it to this day. I mean, I love a good white trainer, I do. And I will wear it every week, at least once a week. But to wear a white sneaker with every outfit, no. And definitely don't wear a white sneaker at night. No sneakers at night altogether. If you're wearing that white sneaker purely for comfort's sake on a night out, no matter what you're doing, wear a ballet flat, wear a flat sling back or a flat pointy toe mule. Wear an ankle booty with a little kitten heel or a kitten heel. Do not wear white sneakers at night for dinner or for drinks or for a date with the girls or wherever you're going. Leave the white sneakers at home and put on a going out shoe. Now, if you look on Instagram at the moment, everything is baggy. From head to toe, it's baggy. The only reason it looks good on Instagram is because they're posing for the photo, right? And when you pose, you're standing in a way that shows off the baggy look to its best advantage. Allow me to elaborate. Say a girl is wearing an oversized shirt, baggy jeans, Dedes Sambas, a cap and a knit thrown over her shoulder. Now, if I were to walk around with that outfit and not be posing and just walking around, I'm gonna look sloppy and it's not gonna look flattering on me. But it looks flattering on the girl on Instagram because she's posing with, say, her hand in the pocket, which makes the shirt kind of ruche up and create a different shape. Or she's undone a couple of buttons, kind of opened up the tails of the shirt, hands are in both pockets, one foot is forward, one foot is back, and she's created some angle and some kind of movement with the pieces. But on a day-to-day basis, we're just walking around doing our thing. We're not posing, we're not walking around with hands in the pockets and making sure that the tail of the shirt is kind of open so you can see the waist. No, we're just walking around doing our thing like real life people do, and it looks sloppy. So balance is key. If you're wearing something baggy on top, make it more streamlined on the bottom and vice versa. Yes, baggy is in at the moment. Oversized pieces are in at the moment, but there's an art to it. And so when you see it on Instagram, just take into consideration that what works on Instagram may not work in real life. And believe me, I've tried it myself. I look ridiculous in a baggy outfit. Again, it goes back to the not following trends. Unless you're going to be walking around all day with a hand strategically placed in the pocket, always trying to move the tail ends of your shirt so you can see that you have a waist, and that's not real. Okay, I am a small bag girl through and through. I have always been a girl who loves small bags over big bags. The only big bags I have are backpacks, a tote bag. I really can't think of anything else. Yeah, just totes and backpacks. And you would not see me caught dead carrying either of those at night. Leave the big bags for the day. Find yourself a cute small bag for the evening, whether it's a clutch or a crossbody or a shoulder bag or a top handle bag. Just totes, backpacks, and any other big bag. I see these women carrying these huge shoulder bags where it looks like you're carrying your whole vanity table in there. I mean, it's just not a good look for night. It's not chic. So no big bags at night. Dated to me is when you look at a piece and you can kind of know exactly what era that was really trending in. Or you just know that it doesn't look modern. It doesn't look modern. There are details on the piece that you're not seeing on the streets or in magazines or on Instagram or whatever it may be. I don't care about trends. I never have, okay? But it is important to look modern. I do believe this. And you can look modern without buying into trendy pieces. But you're certainly not going to look modern if you're wearing dated pieces that have been in your wardrobe for a long time and you're still holding on to them because you believe you look really good in them, you feel really good in them, you love the style. Everything has its time. Nothing lasts forever except vintage. Vintage lasts forever. There are certain looks that just look wrong in the present time. So you got to stay away from dated pieces. I see it all the time. I see girls wearing dated jeans that were so 90s. I see the dated t-shirts, you know, the t-shirts from back in the day that were more tight and, you know, had the lettuce, what do you call it? Lettuce sleeves, rhinestones on a graphic on a t-shirt. I mean, come on. I'm sorry, but that is not a good look. And I'm not talking about Miu Miu, who bought out a gorgeous denim shirt with little tiny diamantes all over it. That's chic. You know what kind of rhinestone details I'm talking about, right? Yes. You know, there are details that I see in an item that straight away date it for me, and I will just pass. I would rather you wear trendy pieces than dated pieces. I am one to talk, especially today, because look at my hair, but my roots are getting done on Thursday. I just hate my hair at the moment, so I'm wearing it in a ponytail and only kind of bothering with the little bits that frame my face. But hair, nails, and makeup are part of your look. So, you know, don't overlook them, because you could be a very simple dresser. You could be one that loves jeans and a tee and sneakers, or jeans and a white button-up and sneakers. You know, just a simple dresser, and you're not into accessories. Style up your look with your hair, makeup, and nails. A beautiful red lip and red nails, to me, is an accessory. And if I am wearing a red lip and red nails, I will pare down everything else, because that is statement to me. Your hair could be your thing. You could have beautiful, big, bouncy curls. Just make sure you let your hair do its thing. It's also signature, right? It's not about wearing a full face of makeup. It's not about having the perfect hair or getting a manicure and having those long nails. I have had short, square nails for the last 35 years. I am not into acrylics or long talons or pointy nails or anything like that. That's what I'm comfortable with. That is what I find most appealing. I don't go for a full face of makeup, but I do like to accentuate my eyes and my femininity by wearing mascara and just putting a little bit of effort into my look. My hair is never perfect, never, but I do make an effort with it. If I want to show off a statement top, then I will put my hair up. Maybe it has a low cut back, or it has a gorgeous sleeve or a strong shoulder. Then I will put my hair up so that it shows off the top. Or if my look is really simple, like a jeans, t-shirt and sneakers look, or jeans, t-shirt and boots look, I will leave my hair down, full, and maybe wear a cowboy hat. Yeah, I have seen so many women out and about and they're wearing a really cute look, but they do nothing to their face. And I mean, they're wearing zero makeup. And it just, I think you've gone to all that effort. You've got a beautiful look on. Just even some mascara, a light wash of blush, and some lip balm. That will make you look more polished. This is complicated. I'm not just talking about the obvious, you know, if your pants are too long, take them up. That is a no-brainer. I'm talking about wearing items of clothing that are either too tight or too big. Now, we all know that oversized clothing is such a trend, okay? It's actually not even a trend. I think it's a beautiful way of styling if you know how far to go with it. Not everybody can get away with it. It's different on everybody. Everybody has different proportions. So one needs to take into consideration their height, their waist size, their frame. It's all very nuanced, this oversized trend. And wearing things that are too tight is never a good look. I mean, I remember there were some women that I would be styling. If I would mention, go up a size, I think it's gonna look, oh, there was no way. There was no way that they were going to wear a dress with a tag on the label that said size 14 if they were a 12, or if they thought they were a 12. I personally believe with fashion, the way it is now, especially since oversized styling has come into play, there is no generic sizing. There is no general rule of sizing. You may be a size 8 in Witchery and a size 12 in Country Road. Every brand makes sizing differently. So instead, you have to look at a garment and say, okay, this looks like it could work on me, and go from there. Try it on. If it's clinging and it is your size, you do need to go up. A clinging outfit is not attractive. You want the outfit to skim. Who wants to wear a tight, clingy outfit that shows every bump, every roll? You know, it's just not a good look. Go up a size, and then if it's too big, get it tailored. And so my rule of thumb is, when in doubt, go up a size. Never go down. That item will stay in your wardrobe and you will never wear it. Or you might wear it and squeeze yourself into it and you won't be looking your best. It won't flatter your shape. Get out of that whole sizing thing and choose items and sizes of clothing that flatter your frame. And you know it. When you look in the mirror, you know, this makes me feel good. I like the way I look in this. It's slimming, it's flattering. Or you put something on and it's that little bit too tight, but you talk yourself into it and you say, I'll lose a pound or two, and you know, I'll wear shapewear, and I'm a bit bloated today because I just ate, or I'm due for my period. We've all been there. We've all tried to justify buying an item that just doesn't work on us because we want it so bad to work on us. Don't be afraid to size up. My wardrobe runs the gamut of size 8 to size 16, and I don't care. All I care about is how an item looks on me and if it flatters my frame or not. Oh my God, I see this all the time, especially with younger girls, God bless them. You know, they will wear the teeniest, tiniest outfit on a freezing cold night, but they want to look cute. Okay, and this kind of goes back to dress for the season. But also, you may be wearing a strapless dress, okay? And you're constantly, and whether you believe you're doing it discreetly, everyone can see you. Trust me, everyone is noticing it. And all it does is make you look insecure. Another example could be a cleavage bearing top. You know, you're always checking, am I covered up where I need to be covered up? You're always fidgeting. Am I showing too much boob? Am I showing enough boob? It's the fidgeting. It's the uncomfortableness that you feel in the outfit that exudes the opposite of confidence. Something I always say whenever I'm talking about, you know, style is that confidence is your best accessory. So wear something that you feel good in, you feel comfortable in. For me, comfort is key. It's probably the first thing I ask myself when I try something on. Because no matter how much I love a piece, if I'm not comfortable, I'm not gonna wear it. So what is the point? And so if you buy clothing that is well made and in good fabrics, you will, for the most part, be comfortable in modern, fashionable clothing. But if you want to wear something because it's so striking and it's so this or that, but you're tugging and fidgeting and pulling and checking, it's not a good look. So avoid and just go for comfortability, because not only will you feel amazing, you will look confident. And I know that a lot of these mistakes that I'm listing here today may be the polar opposite of what you will find online. Okay, this is just my personal opinion, what I believe to be true, and the points I take into consideration when I'm putting a look together or when I'm styling myself. I will go op shopping and find blazers and the pockets haven't even been untacked. You can tell when it's a faux pocket, meaning it's not functional, or a pocket that is functional, but it's tacked to protect the garment from keeping its shape until it's bought and owned and worn by whoever's going to buy it, right? In my opinion, when you untack the stitching of the pocket, number one, it becomes a functional pocket, but it also gives the appearance of a more lived-in look because you are using that pocket, whether it is for your hands, and I'm not talking about shooting a look. I'm talking about wearing this outerwear piece in the winter time and putting your hands in your pockets because you're cold, or putting your phone or your keys in your pockets. It gives the appearance of a more lived-in look, same as the vent in the back of blazers and coats. You just need to untack it. It's so simple, because when you do, that split in the coat or the blazer creates movement. It creates comfortability when you're wearing it. You know, when I see people that haven't done that, you know, I immediately think they don't know what they're doing. I know it's harsh, but that's how I think. I think they don't know anything about style. I've worked in fashion retail my whole adult life, so I have learned a thing or two along the way, and from the experts. Also, isn't it common sense? I will see women wearing scarves and the label is still attached to it, whereas if you take a look at the scarf closely, you will see that the label, it's very lightly stitched, more like tacking. And it's produced this way so that when the owner gets the piece home, they can just untack the label so that it doesn't interfere with the scarf no matter which way it sits. Because when you wear a scarf, you will see both sides to it. I see women keeping the tag on the scarves all the time. Yeah, I just feel when I see these things, I can't help but think to myself, they don't know what they're doing. They've just bought a beautiful piece and they don't know what they're doing. It just says so much about how in tune you are with styling your look. I am rambling so much, my lips are completely dry. I will see a lot of women really into the retro look. It's a very popular look, not really for me, but I do see it a lot, and it's head to toe. And when I see it, to me, I see a costume. I don't see a stylish look. The same principle applies to vintage clothing. I am a huge lover of vintage. I mean, it's what I thrift for, it's what I absolutely love. But I would never wear a head to toe vintage look. I just wouldn't, because it wouldn't look modern. And I always want to look modern. So for me, it's about modernizing that vintage piece with a modern shoe and a cute little bag. So mix in your vintage pieces with your modern pieces, or your retro pieces with your modern pieces, or your 70s boho pieces with your modern pieces, because then you create an interesting look, a modern look, and it doesn't look like you're wearing a costume or going to a dress-up party, to a themed party. The last mistake that you should never make when you're putting an outfit together, my friends, is don't forget to finesse your look, because that is what takes an outfit to another level. It really does. It's all about finessing. It's all about looking beyond the item as is, as you see it on a hanger. It's those little tweaks. It's that fine tuning that's going to take your outfit to, you know, another level. And so that brings us to the end of this video. Don't make these styling mistakes. I hope this has been insightful, helpful, but mostly entertaining. Remember, take everything I say with a grain of salt. You know, you do you, but this is just me. And seeing as my channel is called the Dedes Aesthetic, there you have it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do come and say hello over on Instagram if you are looking for daily outfit inspo, because I do post my outfit every single day. And I really hope I see you guys in my next one.